Howdy folks, Dustin Furlow here at Cedar Rock Studio Guitar Gallery in Indiana. It's my great pleasure to be showing you this 2014 12-fret slope dreadnought from Roy McAlister. Roy is very well known in the luthier business. He's built guitars for Jackson Browne, built guitars for David Crosby, Vin Downes, one of my favorite players. He's just a great guy from what I gather, and just builds very, very responsive, rich, full, complete feeling guitars. Every one that I've played has just felt like this just complete guitar. You know, it's and that's not a word that I get to use as often as I would like to. His guitars just sort of, they bridge the gap between like traditional and modern, in the sense that you get all the traditional mojo and the sort of vintage vibe, but then you get like this modern playability and this sort of like beautiful sustain and fullness that just really envelops you. Whether it's a small body or a big slope D like this, I've just really loved his guitars, and I see the appeal. Vin Downes, definitely check him out. He's a really great fingerstyle guitar player, and his guitar from Roy, just, it's freaking fantastic. It's so good. Anyway, I'll talk about this guitar though. That's what we're here to do. So essentially this model was born out of a request from Jackson Browne for Roy to sort of recreate or reimagine his pre-war Gibson. It was a Roy Schmeck model, I believe. So this model was lovingly called the McAlister. So it's a 12-fret dread, of course, slope shoulder. It's got that really very pronounced mid-range signature that older Gibsons have. Hard to explain in words, but when you hear it, you really know it, and it's a joy to play for like a huge range of styles. I'm a songwriter myself, and I could just play my tunes on this guitar like all day. I think both the sound clips I chose for this guitar were my own originals, because it just felt really spectacular on this guitar, quite frankly. But I'll talk about the actual guitar now. It's got beautiful Adirondack spruce with a very nice glow to it, and this grade of Adirondack, as I've seen on previous McAlisters, is just really creme de la creme, like top quality you could ask for from an Addy top. Beautiful silking, tight grain, very uniform. I mean, when you look at this, it's so pleasing to the eye. I'm not sure that photos are actually going to do it justice, but it's just so silky and uniform. It's like almost like canvas. It's so beautiful. It's got this really nice fire pick guard that's really remarkable in its own right. And Brazilian rosewood bridge, very standard belly bridge, looks like. Very simple appointments visually, you know, some micro purflings here along the edge. Brazilian rosewood binding, and of course, gorgeous, really gorgeous top grade Brazilian rosewood for the back and sides, like uber unobtainium Brazilian, just perfection. And I love the neck heel cap. It's like very rounded and lovely looking. It's got a gold strap pin, very lovely neck profile too, very comfortable C, not too wide, not too shallow, not too thick. It's like the Goldilocks, just right, Goldilocks effect. It's got these nice Goto tuners, 510s with black ebenoid knobs to keep the weight down, and that cool McAlister logo that's so unique, and really nice headstock profile too, sort of classic look. Presumably some Brazilian rosewood for the headstock veneer. A couple of snowflake inlays, and there you have it. Masterpiece of a guitar. I mean, truly, this is like such a dream to, like, anytime I get to play a McAlister, I'm just like, it's so good. Like, I always want to just tap into my bank account and get into trouble. But anyway, I digress. I hope you enjoy the sound clips. Any specs or particular measurements, feel free to get in touch with Alan Drake at cedarrockstudio.com, and he'll be happy to chat with you about this guitar. But take care until next time. Thank you.